Welcome into From the Bookies Desk, where this week we'll be previewing the Telecom New Zealand Derby, the premier race for 3-year-olds in this country. And with the threat of rain about and a potentially off track at this stage, it will make for a very, very intriguing race and just adds another piece to this now very, very tricky puzzle. We've got to start with the favourite and Silent Achiever, the top filly for Roger James. This trainer knows how to train a Derby winner, as we know, and his opinion of this filly is very, very high indeed. He rates her right up there with some of his top 3-year-olds, and you know, if he's putting her in the same bracket as Zonda, you've got to sit up and take notice. Her win in the Avondale Guineas was pretty effortless, really. She hit the front a long way out, a lot further out than perhaps James McDonald would have liked, and she asserted to Derby favouritism after beating Ocean Park in the Waikato Guineas 2 starts ago, and yeah, she just followed it up. She's gone from strength to strength. She's $2.80. She's been as short as $2.20 in the futures books. Very, very hard to beat, and you know, she won't mind a bit of cut out of the track. So she's your obvious favourite and will start favourite in this year's Telecom Derby. Second as favourite is Ocean Park for Gary Hennessy. Was the favourite until he was defeated by Silent Achiever at Waikato. Gary Hennessy said he was perhaps a little light on the horse. His dominant win in the Wellington Guineas thrust him into favouritism for the race, and he's a worthy second favourite. Don't give up on Ocean Park. He's a horse they've got a big rap on, and perhaps was a little underdone going into the Waikato Guineas. They won't make the same mistake this time with him. Third favourite, Rock and Pop, the 2000 Guineas winner, put in a pretty good run there in the Darcy Brahma International at weight for age conditions there last time at Te Rapa. So taking a slightly different path with his last start run, and his win in the 2000 Guineas was very, very good indeed. He stepped to 2,000 metres last time out, and it was a very, very encouraging effort. So he's the third favourite there at $7. Probably the big shortener in the race has been Shuka. We had him out at $26 after he ran fourth in the Waikato Guineas and sort of plugged away in behind them. He's been backed in right from 26 right into 9, and they'd be encouraged, or right into $8 he is now. They'd certainly be encouraged with his second to Silent Achiever last time there in the Avondale Guineas, and there's some people out there with some nice tickets on Shuka, who was out as high as $26. Two very, very interesting late entries into the race, late nominations. The first one is Chikorita, who won at Ellerslie, was unbeaten at Ellerslie, 2 from 2, and it's won on a slow track as well. So interesting with Chikorita, the Maronis have paid up with this horse. Lisa Crop will take the mount, and her run last time at Ellerslie, just sneaking along the rail, probably a little bit better than it looked. And with that sting out of the ground and the threat of a bit of rain, Chikorita at $12 certainly taken some early interest in the race. The other one, Kevin Myers trained Angelology as a late nom. They've paid the $22,500 with this horse. It was a strong win at Otaki. He never takes a traditional path, this Kevin Myers, with his horses. And he's $18, good interest there. Just with the Kevin Myers name next to it, it always garners a lot of respect. So Angelology, a tough horse, and he proved that last time with his win at Otaki in a 3- and 4-year-old set weight race. But you know, this is a step up again for him, and it'll be interesting to see how he does go. The bookies tip this week, if you want one, after Lady Kipling did manage to run second for us last week, is perhaps a horse called Carrick. He's a real up-and-coming looking horse, a nice big framed horse. His run last time when he stepped up in the Avondale Guineas for the first time to face the 3-year-old competition, he ran third behind Silent Achiever. He was flushed out at the 500 by Lethanis and boxed on very nicely indeed. He's $14 to take out this year's Derby. He's a horse with a lot of scope and a lot of room for improvement, and if he finds that necessary improvement, he can give this race a shake. So Carrick, perhaps the value runner in this year's Derby. This race is very, very interesting now. You know, 2 or 3 weeks ago, we said it had a very, very sharp end. It looked like only probably 1 of 4 horses could take it out. It's shaped into a great race now, with perhaps any up to a number of 10 or so have a chance of taking out this year's Derby. Really turned into a great betting contest, and we're expecting a great race come Saturday afternoon. Good luck with your investments, and we'll be back for a preview on the Auckland Cup come Monday afternoon. Good punting.